driver, son of a digger. You're watching Rod Rod's Championship League.
What's going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for Freestyle here in Stop 4 of Tour Violet. Your best trick winner was Gravedigger, and kind of fluffy, taking his first best trick win of the season. It was a great one. And these are the leaderboards for best trick after all that was said and done, so a huge win for Gravedigger. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall leaderboards here. Again, Matt Johnson and Max Z still holding on to a very impressive lead, a 13-point lead over Northern Nightmare Dragon, slowly making up some ground. And then we're having a battle for the bottom few in the lineup to see. We have one more stop, but to see who's going to go to LCQ and who's going to go to World Finals. But we're already starting the action here in Freestyle. A great save for Pirates Curse, and Flames plays right off the bat the first truck out. Going straight into the action, into some bicycles now, and stopping the truck on a dime, staying away from the containers, so nicely done. Flames plays one of those drivers fighting for that final spot. Again, the top 7 in Tour Violet will go to World Finals, so he really needs to do the best that he can and get as much points as he can in order to stay within the top 7. And look at this, a huge backflip, a high backflip. So nicely done for Flames plays, but again, staying in the top 7 is what's going to help you get an automatic invitation into World Finals. So he wants to avoid having to go to the LCQ and fight for that final and 14th spot again. Death Valley, look at this huge air by Pirates Curse, and I'm sure we're only going to see bigger air as this competition continues, but World Finals will be in Death Valley this season, so it's going to be a great one. And the top 13 between both tours will automatically go in to World Finals. Again, the top 6 in Tour Blue, top 7 in Tour Violet. Some trouble here, but no, beautifully done to get that save, and he's on the back tires now. Balancing it as best as possible. Back and forth. He really is killing some time here. He really needs to get back on all fours and back to the run. But top 6 in Tour Blue, top 7 in Tour Violet, leaving one more spot for that LCQ winner. So the bottom 6, the bottom 3, backflip here off the center, and some trouble here as he's trying to save the truck. He is going to save it. But bottom 3 in Tour Violet, bottom 3 in Tour Blue will face off in an LCQ. Beautiful reverse flip here off the container. Let's see what he has in store for the last few seconds of this run. Another flip off the center jump. And that's going to be it. That's going to be time. Anything past this will not count towards the score, and a backflip right there as he's trying to save the truck. So unfortunately, that will not count towards his score. But right here, highlights again, stopping that truck on the dime, getting a huge backflip here. This amazing air. I wish there was a way for us to track how high these trucks go, because man, that is just insane. Beautiful save here, and then the reverse flip. So a lot of craziness, a lot of great moves and combos. What is the score going to be? And an 8.351, so a great score for Pirates Curse. Right off the bat, here comes your best trick winner. Gravedigger and kind of fluffy, immediately going for what Pirates Curse did, more or less, popping that front end up and getting into a wheelie. Wheelie's motion here, but look at the huge air here by Gravedigger, rivaling that of Pirates Curse. So it's going to be a common occurrence here, I'm sure, in Colorado. This amazing air from everybody. Going to a short bicycle now. But again, bottom 6, some trouble here. Landing on the roof, getting the nice save. And possibly another save, yes. So a lot of craziness within the first just over 30 seconds of the run. And another save, yes, for Gravedigger and kind of fluffy. So just kind of going all over the place at this point. Look at the huge air here. Massive air. Love to see it, and Colorado is honestly the best place to get the best air because, Alaska too, but Colorado, you just see them flying higher here than you do anywhere else. And right here, look at this, a wheelie out of nowhere. Nicely done. You love to see it, and he's going for it. It seems like he wants to take that lead, and maybe he wants to go back to back, get a best trick and freestyle win here in Colorado. Thought he was going to have some trouble there, but no, he's good. Going for the backflip, comboing it into a moonwalk. So kind of fluffy, just throwing it all out there. Some nice cyclones now, and just really putting on a show here in Colorado. And if I'm not mistaken, he has a win this season, doesn't he? At some point for freestyle, yes, he does, and it was in Colorado. Colorado is his place back in stop 2. He got a freestyle win, so He can repeat history here. What is this? Forward momentum backflip off of that jump there. Not even sure how he angled that right, but he did. Last few seconds left, though. Nice nose wheelie, and this is the exact location where he got his best trick win. It was a nose wheelie into moonwalk off of here. But he's going to ride the nose wheelie up and over, but right here, the time is already up, so that move right there will not count. Nothing too special, though, at least in terms of missing out on a potential bigger score or score change. But just a lot of craziness, a lot of carnage, if you will, a lot of saves early on in the run. Huge air. I mean, again, I wish there was a way we could track these trucks, this wheelie that came out of nowhere, essentially. And then right here, this backflip. So, what is the score going to be for Gravedigger? 8.521 for Kind of Fluffy. So, a great score, and he is your new leader as Velociraptor comes out now. Popping it up on the back two tires. A great way to start so far, it seems like, as everyone's following suit with that same start point. So Velociraptor, a tough break in best trick. Hopefully things can turn around here in freestyle, and maybe he can come out on top with a new higher score and maybe a win. Still waiting for that first win this season. Unfortunately hasn't had it yet, but maybe things can turn around here in Colorado. As of now, though, Gravedigger is holding that top spot. Going back to the World Finals conversation, we're kind of back and forth, though. Tor Blue again, Tor Blue, Tor Violet, top 13 between the two, bottom 6 will fight in an LCQ. So right here, I believe Velociraptor is in that range as we go go to an onboard cam here, or cam, excuse me, onboard cam here. But Velociraptor is in that range. He's in that realm of possibly having to settle for the LCQ, so he's going to do everything in his power to prevent that. Nice move there. I'm looking back, trying to think back at the leaderboards right now. Velociraptor, Pirates, Curse, and Crustacean are kind of the three on the bottom, if I recall right. And look at this! Nice flip off of that. Intentional or not, that's still a great move for Velociraptor and should score well. But the rest of this run could pick up the pace a little bit more, as we saw a phenomenal run by Kind of Fluffy and Gravedigger. Nice back flip, able to save it, get it back on all fours, and continue the run. Just over 20 seconds left now. And he's accelerating pretty hard. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a huge sky wheelie, but I guess he decided not to. Just in case he risked maybe flipping the truck over or something. I don't know. Nice little combo there, though. Going over the jump. That failed him in best trick. So let's see, last 2 seconds, and anything past this point will not count. As I say that, I thought he was going to get some kind of front flip there, but no. Ending the truck, or no, he's going to continue. I thought he was going to stop right there. He's going to go for a backflip, but again, this is all after time is complete, so it will not count towards his score. It's a great highlight here by Velociraptor at 99. Is it going to be enough, though, to take the lead? Personally, I don't think it will be, but we'll wait and see. Nice flip off the container there. Thought he wasn't going to get it back, but he did. And this lap wheelie here coming after time was done. 7.272 for Velociraptor, so not enough to take the lead. Gravedigger will survive in that top spot once more. Here comes Crustacean and Nova Strider now getting a different take on the start of her freestyle run, starting off with a wheelie. And now she's going to go for a front flip and stopping the truck right before. I think she may have tapped it a little bit, but stopping the truck in time, it seems like, before hitting the wall, hitting the barrier. So Nova Strider again, just kind of, again, that underdog mentality, underdog aura here in this tour. Like I said, I'm just expecting big things from her. At some point, she's going to break out. And again, she's one of those that right now, unfortunately, in the bottom of the bracket, fighting for that 7th and final spot right here. Some trouble. No, able to save it and get a nice wheelie out of it. But unfortunately, she's in a bad spot right now. That might send her to the LCQ. I know for her, hopefully not. And thought that was going to be trouble. Those concrete crush cars, man, they're never good news. But she's able to continue. And this camera angle, not the best. We need better cameramen in Colorado. Nice backflip. Hopefully she doesn't flip because we will not see it, because this camera angle is atrocious. But we will continue on as she's still going on the rest of her run, getting into some trouble with those concrete crush cars, but out of it, no problem. But again, I'd love to see, I mean, I don't know if she'll make it into the main lineup, but she could make it via the LCQ, and if she does, I'm really looking forward to see if that's when she'll break out, if that's when she'll have her big break in World Finals and really show everybody what she has. And right here, some trouble as she's landing on top of one of the barriers there. No, it's rolling her back on all fours, or on all two. On the two front tires, they're still letting her go. But I don't know for how long, getting that jump in there. And it looks like that's going to be it, leaving about 10 seconds on the clock, so she will get shut off as she did get on the barrier. That's where she was. A beautiful front flip there. But that's where she was prior to getting back on all fours and hitting those moves. So a lot of good highlights here. Not sure if it'll take the lead. And of course, leaving time on the clock will always give you some sort of penalty. So here we go, waiting for the scores, and a 7.532 for Nova Strider. Great run, but left some time on the clock. And I guess it was just missing a little bit. But here comes Riley Strider now. Huge air for Riley Strider. Again, starting differently than our other competitors. And this guy has won freestyle before, but he was back in Alaska. So can he work that Alaska magic here in Colorado? Because Kind of Fluffy's working his magic now. Look at this backflip. Forward momentum backflip, just barely getting enough traction on the front right tire to get it back on all fours. So Riley Strider now giving it his all so far in the first 30 seconds. Great wow moments. And he's going to get a short wheelie out of this. Can he save it? He's stuck into some sidewalls. Break dancing the truck a bit, dancing it on the hood, but getting it back on all fours, and he will continue the run. That took some time. So hopefully he can come up with some other moves here to make up for it. Slamming into the backflip containers, but getting it back on all fours. So not sure if he got a flip entirely there. As again, that camera angle is not the best. Our cameraman not on top of his game right now. Nice air there, wheelie. And another forward momentum backflip for Blue Thunder. And another crazy save here into a wheelie. So he's giving it his all, and he's throwing out a run right now to rival that of Gravedigger. Huge air. Nicely done into another wheelie. Slow it down some. I thought he was going to go straight for that barrier. Going to spin it into some cyclones here. And Riley Strider so far seems like he does have a ticket into World Finals. Again, one more stop to go, though. So you never know. That one stop could be the difference maker. But I don't know. He seems to be in a good spot right now. And stopping the truck right before hitting the wall. And trying to control it. Can he save it using the rear steer? Doing what he can. And breakdancing the truck. And back on all fours. 10 seconds left now. So what else does he have in store for us today? A hard hit here. And that's going to land him on his lid, leaving 3 seconds on the clock. So that shouldn't penalize him too much, as it's just a few seconds, but still a crazy run for Riley Strider, and reminiscent that of his run in Alaska back in stop one. A lot of forward momentum backflips here. He was just hitting the ramps just right. Right here, breakdancing the truck in those sidewalls. And then right here, another forward momentum backflip. So a lot of just wheelies in the right places, and this move right here that sent him on his lid and ultimately ended the run. But is it going to be enough? And it is. We are going to have a new leader, 9.603 for Blue Thunder and Riley Strider. That is going to be tough to beat. So a great score, fantastic score. Here comes Avenger now, huge sky wheelie. Toucan plays coming out, again, different from the others. But a great, not even a great, a fantastic score for Riley Strider. Again, reliving that Alaska magic here in Colorado. And he is in a good spot now. We still have a few more competitors to go, though, and some heavy hitters. So who knows how long that will last. But nonetheless, a great outing for Riley. Toucan plays now. Don't want to take away from his run. He's a little over 30 seconds in. And so far, pretty conservative. Nice cyclones there, keeping it safe. I'm sure he'll turn the dial on here in a second to let out some craziness and get a great run going, some great momentum. Nice wheelie here for Avenger. Again, another truck. What was that? That was somewhat of a flat spin, now to a somersault. So a great wow factor here, as I think he just got tripped up after the wheelie. So nicely done by Avenger. But again, Avenger, one of those drivers, he's just been pretty consistent all season, fighting for that 5th place spot, really. Between him and Alien Invasion, they've kind of been 4th, 5th place, switching back and forth. But honestly, that's fine at this point. This late in the season, that's fine. It'll give him an invitation into World Finals as long as he can keep that consistency going into stop 3. But again, a freestyle win would be fantastic for him right now. But 30 seconds left in the run, and so far nothing too crazy in his run. Not very many wow factors aside from that little flat spin, if you will, into that somersault. 15 seconds left. Gonna combo it now with a nose wheelie. Staying away from the wall. Last final second, so one more move should do it. By the time he lands, time should be done. And he's gonna plant it on the roof of the truck, and that's gonna be it for Avenger. So he will fill the clock. Honestly, leave a few seconds just like Riley did. About 2-3 seconds on the clock. So not a big deal. Shouldn't get penalized. And honestly, it was a great run. Pretty conservative. Nothing too crazy. This beautiful wheelie here. And I think that's the wheelie that led into that flat spin move. So honestly, good highlights. Nothing too crazy though. I don't know if we'll get a new leader, but let's see. Let's see what the judges think. 7.001 for Avenger. So not enough to take the lead. Here comes Daniel Murray now in Northern Nightmare, the freestyle winner of Stop 3 back in Death Valley. And I'm sure he'd love to go back to back. Was the fastest qualifier and then unfortunately lost in racing due to a penalty. So who knows, maybe he would have been the one to snap that racing streak that Matt Johnson has in the final round as his competitor was Dragon. And well, actually no, let me step back a little bit. Let me backpedal. Nice bicycle here. He didn't lose because of the penalty. I just remembered Dragon was just a little bit faster than he was. So Dragon was ultimately the winner. I got a little mixed up there because I thought that was going to end the run, but no, he was able to save it. So nicely done by Daniel Murray in Northern Nightmare. Got me all slurred up in words. But again, Dragon was just a little bit faster than Northern Nightmare, so that really was what cost him the race. Penalty or no penalty, he still lost. But regardless, covering some great ground in the leaderboards right here. Backflip, getting into some sidewalls, nice saves, breakdancing the truck, wheeling straight into the containers, going for another backflip, kind of a corkscrew, if you will. So great moves for Daniel. And this is honestly some of the craziness we're going to need to see if we want a new leader. Again, Riley Strider came out with an amazing run, lots of great moves, crazy saves, combos, all those forward momentum backflips. Just a lot of craziness. And Northern Nightmare can hopefully do the same here. Not sure what's going on here, though. This could end the run. No. A violent rollover. I'm not sure how he's still continuing to go on the track here. Big air for Northern Nightmare. Going to go for a front flip now. Beautifully done. And some more breakdancing into a save. 20 seconds left in his run. Oh, hitting that concrete crush car, setting him off to the side a little bit. So not what he had in mind. But man, those crush cars are tough on these tracks. And a nice save here. And that should be it for Daniel Murray. Nothing else after this right here will count. So this move and forward will not count towards his freestyle run. Somersaulting over it, up and over that concrete crush car. And right here, ending on the side. And he's going to park it there. So that's it for Daniel Murray as we take a look at his highlights. Now, is this enough to take the lead away from Blue Thunder and Riley Strider? Again, a lot of great highlights, a lot of crazy moves and saves. But is it going to be enough? Right here, this beautiful textbook front flip. And let's see it. An 8.986 for Daniel Murray, so not enough, as he will not go back to back. And I believe 3 more trucks to go, Alien Invasion being one of those 3, MMJ producer now. And this guy, another one of those he's had a great season, has fallen short in freestyle quite a few times. And I got a feeling that he is going to be one of those on top. I know I spoke of Brutus a little bit, touched on Brutus and Angel Garcia and Tor Blue when I said he could definitely come out with a World Finals win. But he now has 2 freestyle wins. Wait, does he have 2 freestyle wins? Yes. No, he doesn't. He has 1 freestyle win. Excuse me. 1 freestyle win on the season. Huge backflip, landing on the side, getting the save, right place, right time, and getting back on all fours. But Angel Garcia, 1 freestyle win on the season. He got 2nd place. That's right. He got 2nd place in Stop 4 in Colorado. That's why I got confused. But again, 1 freestyle win on the season, but he's been very consistent with freestyle. So I feel like Brutus and Angel Garcia could definitely come out on top with a World Finals freestyle win. But Alien Invasion here, an MMJ producer, has been pretty consistent as well. And has come short a few times already. And I feel like if he really, really tries, he can definitely come out with a freestyle win in World Finals too. So, I mean, there's a lot of drivers to choose from here, a lot that have plenty of potential. An Alien Invasion is one of those that I feel like is going to surprise us in the big show right here. Huge air, getting a nice little wheelie out of it. Roughly 30 seconds left on the clock. So wondering if he has something big in store for us. Going to pop it up into a nose wheelie here. He's going to combo it with a gravity bender, landing it perfectly on all 4 tires. And it, oh gosh. Oh, I thought he was going to get the forward momentum backflip. He didn't get it, but he got a beautiful save. So nicely done, and that'll help him out in the scores. Huge air for Alien Invasion. So last few seconds here, that crush car tripping him up. And looks like he's going to end his run with some cyclones. So that's going to be it for MMJ Producer and Alien Invasion. None of this right here will count towards his score. He's going to park it there as we take a look at the highlights. Now, is it enough to take the lead? A lot of great air right here, clearing that entire center pole. This huge attempt at a backflip didn't go his way, but still got a beautiful save out of it right here, getting tripped up on that center jump, but still able to stay composed, get on all 4s right here. This gravity bender reverse flip. 9.343 for Alien Invasion, so a great score. And unfortunately not enough, but still a fantastic score for Alien Invasion and MMJ Producer. Good enough for second place. And right here, that's the consistency that I'm talking about when it comes to Alien Invasion. But here go Dragon and Arcanine 59. Looking to come out on top with a freestyle win. Didn't get qualifying, didn't get racing, came close in racing, didn't get it, and didn't get best trick. So I'm sure he'd love to come out and get that freestyle win, and again, slowly chip away at the lead that Daniel Murray and Matt Johnson have. He's slowly creeping up on Daniel Murray, but again, it's still pretty separated. And what is this move? Twirling around. And continuing the run. Nice sky wheelie hitting the flames at the peak of the jump. And that's just a great little tool that he has. A great little difference. Great little bit of personality, if you will, for Dragon. That flamethrower in the front. So first minute in the books, and Arcanine 59, again, a driver that for sure will definitely be getting an invite to World Finals. He's been in that 3rd place spot for a while, but has a pretty good lead to where he should be safe, even if he does tank the next competition. Nice save there. Thought that container being there would have been a horrible placement to send him on his lid, but no. Nicely done. Beautiful backflip. And this drone cam is saving our cameraman, because none of this would be visible had our cameraman had he been on the job here. But back-to-back backflips. And just over 20 seconds left of regulation. Has been, again, bit of a conservative run. Has had some great moves, but nothing too spectacular. So I don't know. I don't know if this will take the lead. Nice air there, hitting the flames again. Comboing it with a beautiful wheelie, and he has enough time for one more move. As long as he can get there. 4, 3, 2, and this is going to be the last move that counts towards his score. Oh no, and a reverse, or not a reverse flip, but a backflip, and almost another one. No, didn't quite get the second one, but still, unfortunately, coming in after time was up. So Dragon, taking a look at his highlights, Arcanine 59, I don't think he has what it takes today. Unfortunately, a great run, but after seeing Riley Strider and Blue Thunder's run, I don't think he will be taking the win. But it's going to come down to the judges right here. Beautiful backflip off of the container. He ended up getting another one right afterwards, and a 7.446 for Dragon. So a little too conservative on the run, not enough to take the lead. Here comes Matt Johnson and Max D now. Still waiting for that first freestyle win of the season. He's won every single competition except that. He's gotten the event championships. He's gotten fastest qualifier. He's undefeated in racing. He's gotten those best trick wins, but freestyle is the only one that's been escaping him every time. And look at this right here, beautiful backflip. Intentional or not, it was still a great move right there. And Matt Johnson just some great. He needs to just have some magic here. And he's an amazing driver through and through, but freestyle unfortunately hasn't been on his side, so he just really needs to throw it all out there, get some wild moments, get some insane air. And if not, then Blue Thunder and Riley Strider has his second freestyle win of the season after getting the first one in Stop 1 in Alaska. Huge air for Max D. And again, no secret at this point, Max D will be going to World Finals. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The only question is, will he be the tour winner as Northern Nightmare and Dragon slowly chip away at his lead? But if he can score well here and get a good score, a high score, either get a win or not, as long as he can stay in those, and the top 3 positions to get either 12, 11, or 10 points, that should give him enough cushion to go comfortably into top 5. But again, you never know what's going to happen. Just over 30 seconds left, and I feel like he needs a little bit more to really get this run going. Going for the reverse flip. Nicely done. Oh, I thought he was going to combo it with a wheelie, but not enough. So Matt, again, come up with something big here to try to convince the judges at this point for a win and some wreckage here, if you will. Rolling over and on the back 2 tires now, getting a wheelie out of it. 10 seconds left in regulation. What can he do? And a bit of I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but he's back on all 4s and surprisingly still running. And no, that's going to be it for Matt Johnson. So that hit may have been a little too much for him to handle. But right here, looking at his highlights, it all comes down to this. Will Riley Strider get his second freestyle win of the season, or can Matt Johnson get his first one? Great highlights, great cyclones. But is it going to be enough? And I feel like it may not be, as it was a fantastic run, don't get me wrong, but not a lot of wow moments. So an 8.747 for Matt Johnson and Max D, so it's not going to be enough, as Riley Strider in Blue Thunder is your 2-time freestyle winner this season, getting his second win here in Colorado. Looking at the leaderboards now, and right there, Max D in 4th, Northern Nightmare in 3rd, so there'll be a little difference in points there. But what is going to happen with the overall event championship? I believe it was in a tie last time we looked. We're going to have to check here in a second, as we are looking at it now. 12 in qualifying, 9 in racing, 11 in best trick, and 10 in freestyle. Your overall event champion, Daniel the Fireball Murray in Northern Nightmare, just by 1 point. So all those times he was 1 point shy of getting it, he is now the one that has 1 point ahead of the competitors. So he is your overall event champion. So huge congratulations to Daniel Murray getting those 5 bonus points. And let's take a look at the seasonal leaderboards, and look at this, a 5-point difference between Max D and Northern Nightmare, so mimicking that of Tor Blue. So stop 5 is going to be a do or die for both of these drivers. Next stop, the final stop, is going to be in Alaska, but before then, we're going to have to go to Tor Blue to crown a Tor champion. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one.